Hello Taurus, welcome to your second bonus tarot reading. You guys won the contest for May. Here we are in June getting a bonus reading. So far I think you are second just behind Scorpio for the June readings as well. So if you haven't gone to see your June monthly reading, please go and watch it and get those views up because I am running the same contest for June. I'm going to use the Lenormand Tarot, and what this week's theme is going to be is what is stressing you out. We are going to use the Crow Tarot to clarify. Now the Lenormand Tarot can be a little bit finicky. So instead of regular shuffling, I am going to use the Cutting the Pile deck. You always do so with your left hand if you are new to tarot, and the regular shuffling, which you will see me do with the tarot cards. If that doesn't work for you, you can always cut the deck and go that way, and you go 3 piles, and you do not have to put them back in any specific order. I'm just getting a feel. I'm feeling like the very bottom of the deck. Some people pick right off the top. I'm feeling the energy here off the bottom. We have the Cross. We'll get a few of these cards. The Ship. The Gentleman. We'll get 4. And the Scythe. We have the Tower and the Storm Clouds. I like this one as being your bottom of the deck. You also have the Birds, the Heart, and the Child, and the Key, loving it, and the Dog. So on the bottom of the deck, you do have a lot of really good energy here that is coming through to help alleviate your stresses and worries. So what these mean altogether with the Dog is loyalty, companionship. The Key is starting to thunder outside in case you hear that. The Key is unlocking knowledge and unlocking doors. The Child is reminding you to go out and be childlike, enjoy some childlike energy. Do be wary of people from your childhood trying to come back and make an entrance where maybe you don't want them to. Guard your heart, but don't give it away recklessly, particularly to somebody that you may have been loyal to in your past. Don't give it away with abandon, please. Take those lessons and the wisdom and knowledge that you learned from the past. Let it go where it needs to be let go. Be joyful like the birds singing their hearts out on the branch. They're happy. The Birds is such a wonderful card in the Lenormand. And you do have coming up, and we'll touch upon this, in the Lenormands, you will see a playing card in the corner. They can indicate a yes, no, a maybe, where there is no known outcome, positive or negative, or it is a potential unknown leaning towards positive, so it's a maybe yes, or the opposite can be true with a potential maybe no. With the anchor here on the bottom, this is about being grounded and putting roots down and being anchored. So we'll dive into it. What is stressing you out? There could be some beliefs that you have held on to for quite a long time that is stressing you out. They no longer work. So it could be time to let those go. We do have a club here in the background. Clubs are generally negative, so it's time to let the negatives go. Let's clarify the Cross for Taurus. Sorry, my ring was falling off, so I might as well just take it off now. There we go. One more card for the cross for Taurus. Can we get one more? They're wanting to turn for you. Okay, you might only be getting one for this. Okay, so the cross, very much a religious connotation. So whether this is religious beliefs that no longer work for you or just beliefs in general, this could be limiting beliefs from your past, where you were taught a specific thing that is not necessarily true or is no longer true or no longer holds true in current times. There is a walking away of something that you had an emotional attachment to, and that is very much beliefs that you held on to for a long period of time. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords, and the aces do talk about new opportunities, but for me, the Ace of Swords is the gift of truth. So you are cutting through what your old beliefs were. You're cutting through, you are figuring out your own truths, what work for you, and Judgment in the reverse. You may be feeling judged and you're not necessarily taking action. So with Judgment in reverse, you do want to flip the energy so that you have it coming out in the upright. Now, the one good thing is that Judgment is one of the last of the major arcana. It is a 20 card, as you can see here on the top, number 20. There are only 22 cards in the major arcana, which is the first half of the tarot. Major arcana equals major energy. But with Judgment in the reverse is you may be feeling very judged and a lot of negativity for no longer holding on to these beliefs. And it's time for you to let those go and to let those judgments no longer be of a concern to you. Walk away from what no longer serves you here. I almost dropped the cards. Walk away from what no longer serves you, particularly if it is something that is holding you back. What else is stressing you out? The Ship. You're waiting for answers. What's Taurus waiting for answers for? You've made a decision and you're waiting for the fallout. To me, it feels like you're waiting for literally the ship to be sunk by a cannonball or a torpedo. I don't know why I got torpedo, but I did, even though this ship predates torpedoes. You've made that decision in regards to something that broke your heart. The Three of Swords in the upright talks about heartbreak. Now, this is a moving on. You've moved on from that heartbreak. You're moving forward, but you still feel like there is, there's still something that needs to be completed. Some of these cards are upside down. We have the major arcana card here of Temperance. So be patient. There's still healing of that broken heart that needs to happen. Judgment is very close to the surface again. But be patient with yourself as you go through this. You're still learning the skills that you need to get through this and to work through this. You may be ignoring with the Four of Cups. You may be ignoring some options, or you may be ignoring what it is that you need to heal and basically get your happily ever after with the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups being in the upright is very good. It's wishes fulfilled. It's dreams coming true. It's the happy, committed home. But there's a lot of uncertainty. And that uncertainty is coming from yourself. Nobody else is doing that for you or saying to you, you're not you're never going to do this. You're not good enough. You'll never move on. You'll never get anybody better. You will. You will. You're worried. The Gentleman card in the Lenormand does usually signify a significant other. Even though it is depicted as a male figure, it is more of a representation of what is coming towards you, not necessarily the gender or the energy of what is coming towards you. In the traditional tarot, there is usually a masculine or feminine energy assigned to the cards. It does not mean that it is a female if it is a feminine energy that is coming towards you, and conversely the same if there is a masculine card that comes out. That does not mean that it is a male coming towards you. The tarot, believe it or not, is pretty gender fluid when it comes to the actual message. The same goes for the Lenormand. This is not necessarily a man coming towards you, particularly if men don't interest you. It is just the energy of a suitor coming towards you, and it is a suitor who is well dressed and is more aligned with what it is that you are trying to call in. And the playing card, I know I didn't say it with the ship, the 10 of Spades, that is actually a more positive card. It's a maybe, but it's a positive maybe. It could easily turn into a positive yes. Now with the Ace of Hearts, this is a definite, absolute positive yes. This is a suitor energy, romantic type energy. If you are already in a relationship, it could just be a recommitment with your beloved. If you are not in a relationship, oh, I hope you saw that card kind of spin around a whole bunch of times and bounce off of the bottom of my laptop. That is the grief, loss, and sorrow. This ties in with that heartache card. You are stressed out about either this suitor not arriving and it has you feeling grief, loss, or sorrow. If you are the person with the broken heart, you're still very much in that broken heart energy, and you're worried that you'll never feel love again. And that is a huge stressor for a lot of people. But you've got 2 sixes here. You've got the 6 of Swords and the 6 of Cups. I'm getting a 2-part message. The 6 of Cups is, this is somebody from your past returning that you are going to be moving forward with. And it's going to take a lot of strength to work through. Now we do have the Queen of Pentacles that fell out on the floor. So there is a lot of warmth and grace, and much like this guy here, the suitor, well dressed and likes the finer things in life and may even be able to provide the finer things in life. The Queen of Pentacles does the same, and it may take some strength to be patient and wait. There may be some karma needing to be balanced out in the meantime. So this grief, loss, and sorrow is either about somebody from your past that you have let go that you thought you were going to be moving forward with forever and ever, or this is somebody from your past coming back that you will be moving forward with. Off the bottom of the deck, we have the Hanging Man, which is talking about being in suspended animation because you're waiting for your Knight of Pentacles. You're waiting for the suitor to come in. And the Knight of Pentacles, Earth energy, very, 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 I cannot emphasize how slow moving the Knight of Pentacles is, but he is the only knight in the tarot that gets promoted to king. So hold tight, because the King of Pentacles, he's wealthy, he is hardworking, he is loyal and committed. So everybody wants the knight in shining armor, which is the Knight of Cups. But the Knight of Cups, he doesn't necessarily go the distance, whereas the Knight of Pentacles does. I am going to look up this card here. It's the Scythe. And we have the Jack of Diamonds, which I do feel is a little bit more of a no-ish. But I just need to look up a keyword real quick. Yeah, it's a negative, it's a no. What is stressing you out about the Scythe is this is an ending. And I don't know why I feel like this all has to revolve around a relationship, and what's looking at me at the top of the deck is the Devil card. There was a lot of negativity involved. There's a lot of this just really feeling like it's an extension of the romance reading I did for you last week. And I do strongly feel that this just, it's carrying over in that romantic love life vibe. Now, Taurus, you're ruled by Venus, which is the planet of love and beauty. And that could be why I am picking up on the love vibes heavily here. Whatever this endings that had you stressed out, it was something that had to go. It was really heavy. It was dark. It was negative. There could have been addictions. Now that could have been the ending, is that you left an addiction behind and you went and you are in recovery. I strongly feel that this is the other person though in this relationship, or was the relationship. Clarify the Scythe for Taurus. The Devil is also negative thinking, negative thought patterns, and being addicted to it. It can be quite comforting if you have had a lot of negativity in your life. It's comforting to stay in that train of thought and that pattern. There's that Knight of Pentacles again. This is definitely, you've had to leave behind something that was incredibly negative and dark, and you do have something quite positive coming in towards you. It's just going to take a long, long time. Now, you either have already left it and it was left quite a while ago, and now you're feeling like you're waiting and waiting and waiting for this new good stuff to come in. You are really, really stressed out. This is the stress and anxiety card. It is the Nine of Swords. You're all caught up in your head about this. You're extremely worried. Don't worry, the Wheel of Fortune is starting to turn in your favor, and once it does, I just want to put it out there, Mercury is in retrograde. It does go direct on June 22nd, and that's when the messages with the Eight of Wands here may start flowing. Once they start flowing, they come fast and furious. It comes very, very quickly. Could come swooping in to solve the puzzle here for you. High Priestess. Could be a little bit of shadowy stuff. Your gut intuition, you're gonna know when it's the right guy. There's the Empress. This is something you've been, sorry, I said guy, the right person, the right suitor, I should say. I'm sorry. That was a huge faux pas on my behalf. But the energy swirling around it, when this Knight of Pentacles actually shows up, because he will show up. Try not to stress too much about it. The Wheel of Fortune is starting to turn in your favor because this card did come out in the upright. Now, Jupiter, this card is the card of Sagittarius, or one of the cards of Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter goes retrograde on June 23rd, and it will dip back into the sign of Aquarius, which may have us looking at our fortunes changing. in a hurry. And there's a lot of messages, fast and furious. The energy is going to be fast and furious, overwhelming. And if you have to put the brakes on and go, hey, whoa, 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 let's slow things down a touch here. You're still carrying a little bit of this negative energy from before. Time to put that aside, let it all go, and let that ending be an ending. We have the Tower coming up next. 6 of Spades. It's a bit of a negative. It's a neutral no. So it's a neutral. Things have yet to be uncovered to a no. This Tower card does have similar meanings to the Tower card in the tarot. So that is something that can be quite jarring. I'm picking up feeling like you've been locked away in a tower and your ending happened with the scythe and you're trying to break free out of the tower like you've been imprisoned in it. But at the same time, be wary that there could be something in that comes in and shakes your foundations and rattles you. So let's clarify the Tower for Taurus. And the reason why I'm saying this could be a potential negative is because of the 6 of Spades here. 6 of Spades. Because it does lean more towards a no, that it could mean, I'm picking up on this person, because of all of the retrogrades, things from the past like to come back up for us to revisit, review, revise, and to strengthen our boundaries and our borders. So if this really negative person that had the devil energy is trying to come back and say, oh, baby, I changed my ways, and you know they haven't, it's time to put up a boundary. It's time to say no. And that you're not allowing them back in. And then the universe does allow you to move on. Is there anything else for this Tower for Taurus? The cards are half twisting, and I don't know why they're not popping out. There we go. There we go. We got a whole pile. Yeah. That right there. Oh, bam, bam, bam. Loving it. We're starting to get somewhere here. So your Tower moment. We'll get into all of these in just a moment. This is definitely love. The Lover's card of Gemini, talks about balance, but it does talk about love, relationships, partnerships, commitments. You thought you had something stable, a good thing going, but there was something with the Moon card here that was hidden out of view that got revealed to itself with the Tower. It's causing you to withdraw. This is the Hermit card of Virgo. It is a fellow Earth sign. But the Hermit is the wise man, and to me, the Hermit card is, you know, that wise man that lives up on a mountain all by himself, away from the world. He's got a lot of knowledge, and people trek for weeks to go and ask one question. That's the Hermit energy. You may be feeling kind of isolated and alone with this Tower card and the Hermit energy, and you may be doing that on purpose because of this Moon energy where you had something revealed to you and it shook your foundations, and now you've got decisions to make and you want to lock yourself away while you go and make those decisions. But you need to take your blindfold off in order to be able to see which way you are going to go. With the 4 of Swords, give yourself some rest. Take some time to rest. Take some time for yourself. lock yourself away if you have to. And the Tower, clarified by the Tower. This is something that came in and shook your foundations. It rattled you. It was like you got hit by lightning, and now you are withdrawing and hiding away until you can heal your broken heart because of this ending, because of the devil energy that had come in. You're worried about getting a new suitor coming in, and some of this may have to do with your old beliefs, particularly if you're in a relationship where there was a lot of abusive language, where you were constantly put down and belittled. You may believe that because that was what you were told for so long. Well, it's time to shake that off, because that was just that one person trying to manipulate and control you. It is not actually you, because you are way more stronger than you know, especially if you left that situation and you have decided to walk away and kind of isolate yourself a little bit. Now, you don't want to do that for too long because that's not healthy, but you don't have to isolate yourself from those who do care about you anymore. You can reconnect with those people from the past that devil energy was keeping you from. Devil energy type relationships have a habit of taking people away and isolating them from their friends and family. And it's never too late to reconnect with them. And it is going to take a lot of strength to go back and talk to those who really do love you. But know that you are not under anybody's thumb anymore. You've had the strength and the courage to walk away. And the Lion here, while being controlled by the Raven is the one in charge and is doing so with only the lightest touch. And is showing a lot of grace and poise, which, let's face it, going back and asking to reconnect with your friends and family when they will have seen what was going on for much longer and realized it for much longer. They may have some hurt feelings because you went with the controlling party, but know that they do still very much love you, and they do care about you, and they do want to connect, and they are there to help you regain your strength, and they are standing by your side. They are there. They are waiting for it, and they are waiting for you to step out in your whole independent glory. The Nine of Pentacles is the independent, wealthy, single woman. So don't be afraid to stand in your strength and to be single. Hermiting is not necessarily locking yourself in the tower. Hang on. In the tower, you got two of them here. But it can mean standing up on your own 2 feet and being independent on your own. Now that you've kind of seen the light when it comes to restarting, and trust me, restarting is a difficult, like extremely difficult thing. I've seen people go through it. While I haven't been in that type of controlling relationship, I was in a career that I absolutely loved, and I walked away from it and restarting completely on my own all over again. I understand to an extent what it's like to be somewhat isolated from your family because of the choices you made. And you did so out of love. The other person, the other half, the devil energy, did not. Now, what is stressing you out is this storm cloud energy, and I don't know if this storm is happening or not, but we do have a literal thunderstorm trying to happen right now. This is the King of Clubs. This is actually a positive card. Even though you're stressed out and worried about all of the storm clouds and again, this is more of the fallout, like this energy, the stormy energy is not going to clear. This card is here to tell you it actually is clearing, as this is in the past and the clearer skies is what is on the horizon. I love the bottom of the deck for you for this one, Taurus. After all of the shit you've been through, you've got the World. This Raven has the world by its tail. It is completion, it is the end of a cycle, and it is a reason to celebrate. So we may just go off the bottom of the deck here. Knight of Cups. Remember how I said the Knight of Cups doesn't always go the distance? Your Knight of Shining Armor could potentially be on the horizon. But there is completion with the World card. I do know what is on the bottom of the deck. I'm not going to go there just yet. Let's see what else there is. Oh my God. Everything's flying out to the left. So this is definitely messages that is very strong coming in. The left as a tarot reader is always about the receiving. There's the Hermit again. Again, this is you asserting your independence and being independent after taking a lengthy break with the Four of Swords. Six of Cups in the reverse. There is a bit of a feeling of stagnation here, like there's no movement coming in. You've still got some grief, loss, and sorrow that you're hanging on to that needs to be let go. And that is what is causing this stagnation, hanging on to the past. It's preventing you from taking a leap of faith into something new with the Fool card here. Now, the Fool card, not only is it the very first card of the entire tarot, it is the very first card of the Major Arcana. And it talks about taking a leap of faith into something new and taking only what you need with you. That includes physical baggage as well as emotional baggage. So in order for you to be able to take that leap of faith into something new and get this energy in the upright, you have to let go of the grief and loss and sorrow over stuff that was in the past. Give yourself a break. Let yourself assert some independence. Get your footing. The end of a painful cycle is here. You're breaking out of this feeling of being trapped or imprisoned. It's going to need some patience for your happily ever after and your ships to come in. For your Knight of Cups, I promise you I can't make this stuff up. There's the World card, your ending of a painful cycle. You may have to work with people in order to make this happen. Now, this could be working with your friends and family. This could be working with other people, getting a job, getting back on your feet financially. This could mean going and seeing some sort of professional in terms of counseling to give yourself some options so that you yourself can become independent, committed, maybe even wealthy. Yeah, you've got Eight of Pentacles. You're going to start seeing progress once you let all of this stuff go, because your fortunes are changing and your fortunes in love may also be changing. So I am going to leave it here. I don't really care for the King of Wands. He's a bit of a jackass in my opinion because he is the CEO type energy. Now, if you do like the CEO type, then hey, he's right up your alley. But for me, I think CEOs are arrogant assholes. They're just not my type. But if you do like that type, on the horizon, just don't overlook it and get caught up in some deceptive behavior that will throw you out of balance. So I'm going to leave it here for you, Taurus. Those are the things that are stressing you out. And this is your second out of 4 bonus readings because you did win the contest of getting bonus readings for your sign. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, comment, share, please share. The more interactions a video gets, now this goes for any YouTuber, not just my channel. If you like the content, put it out there, interact with it, like it, share it, subscribe it, hit that notification bell so you know when I release these bonus videos for you. And I will talk to you next week.